Legislative Council. Did you want me to go through the ballot title, or?
I think if you could just generally walk through it, and that would be helpful.
Okay. The caption of the ballot title is the part that's all in caps. It explains that the Legislative Assembly, in creating or in enacting 2391, created these sources of revenue and then budgeted those sources of revenue to pay for the things specified in the bill, primarily the Oregon Health Plan, the state Medicaid program, and the Oregon Reinsurance Program. So the caption says it provides those funds that were currently budgeted to pay for health care for low-income individuals and families, which is the Medicaid program, and to stabilize health insurance premiums, which is the Oregon Reinsurance Program, using temporary assessments. And they're temporary because in some cases they sunset, in other cases they only apply until December 31st, 2019, on insurance companies, some hospitals, and other providers of health care coverage. And the other providers of health care coverage include managed care organizations and the Public Employees Benefit Board. So then the result of the yes vote is that it basically generates the funds that the Legislative Assembly budgeted for these two purposes. But it also allows insurance companies to raise rates to offset the tax, but not by more than 1.5%. And then a no vote, obviously the opposite. It reduces the funds that the Legislative Assembly has budgeted to pay for these things. And because it rejects the assessment on insurance companies, Public Employees Benefit Board, and managed care organization, and because it delays the increase in the assessment on hospitals until January 1, 2018, or whenever CMS approves it.
Any questions from the committee? Seeing none, we go on to the final party here.
Do you have anything to say?
Nothing to add? Okay.
Dan is available in case there are questions about initiative and referendum procedures.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I would like to add one other point, if I may. There's been a lot of talk about what the intent is, what legislative intent is, and I just wanted to highlight what the standards are for the meaning of the term legislative intent or intent of voters, which is that's the goal in ascertaining, trying to figure out what the legislature or voters are mean. That is the goal, to ascertain voter or legislative intent. And the Supreme Court has issued numerous cases that say that the preeminent source of legislative intent is the text used, the actual text used in whatever is being voted on, and the context of that, which is those other provisions of law that relate to the measure that is actually being voted on. In this case, context for what the voters would vote on in a referendum petition is the remainder of House Bill 2391. And by implication, the fact that only very limited portions of 2391 were actually referred by petitioners to voters. Just want to make that point.